Good evening and welcome to the home of Cardiff Met Archers at Kincoid campus ahead of a highly anticipated rematch in the British Wheelchair Basketball Women's Premier League between the hosts, the Archers, and the visitors, East London Phoenix. The home side proved their resilience this past weekend by taking a stunning win in double overtime against longtime rivals, the Worcester Wolves. They won that game by a single point, marking their first victory in the season in their WPL season. However, the Archers are also motivated and energized to right the wrongs of their first encounter with their opponents today, which resulted in a heavy defeat back in January. They also fell short against the league newcomers, the Mohawks, in a very competitive game during the early stages of the season. On the flip side, we have the currently undefeated East London Phoenix, who are certainly enjoying an upward trajectory this season, with dominant victories over the Mohawks, Worcester Wolves, and Cardiff Met Archers, as mentioned previously. Their perfect form so far does not come as a surprise to anyone, considering the additions of the two Dutch internationals, the Paralympic gold medalists, Julia van der Sprong and Zena Wemenhoeven. With that being said, my name is Omar Hagama, and I'll be your commentator today. I'm very pleased to be joined by one of my teammates and someone who taught me so much in a relatively short amount of time. He knows the game of wheelchair basketball inside out. He's none other than Mr. Dan May. Dan, how are you doing?
Hi Omar, I'm very happy to be here and excited to see a good game of wheelchair basketball today. As you said, the Archers are looking for an energised comeback against UEL, who did take the victory last time, but we'll see if there is a change on the cards today.
We are definitely in for an exciting game, and we have the starters for Cardiff Met Archers. We have Ella Archer, Rebecca Ganley, Jude Hamer, Nikita Wright, and Katie Morrow.
Absolutely, a good lineup with a mix of experience and fresh energy coming in for the Archers there today. We'll see exactly how they line up against the experience of the UEL side coming out today.
Of course, Sam Hill is currently out of action with an injury. We would like to wish her a very speedy recovery. But how do you think the team is going to perform in the absence of such a crucial player like Sam Hill?
Hopefully it won't impact them too much in terms of their rhythm. As you know, Sam's a very strong forward. I play with her myself in National League, in Division 1. Hopefully we won't miss her impact too much, although she can be a very influential player.
The Archers finished fourth last season following a dramatic game at the playoffs against Worcester. East London Phoenix finished second last season after a tough battle against the reigning champions, Loughborough Lightning. I'm sure they'll be looking for a higher finish this time, Dan.
Of course, absolutely. Always want to drive for the top spot.
Also, last season the Archers lost to East London Phoenix 76-55, but they corrected that by securing a 10-point win over them, 53-43.
So we'll see if history will repeat itself today.
As we get set for tip-off now. Teams shaking hands. Always good to see the sportsmanship in wheelchair basketball.
Absolutely. Always got to shake your opponent's hand. And enjoy the amazing tunes in the arena.
And we have Katie Morrow taking the tip against Amy Conroy from East London Phoenix. Katie Morrow wins the tip, but Archers do really well to collect the ball. Tito Wright directing play at the moment. Ball goes to Rebecca Ganley. Over to Katie Morrow. Surveying her options. Back to Ganley. Oh, just bounces off the rim for Ganley.
Not quite finding any luck in the two-man game there, but getting the quick shot off from the top of the key.
Early stages of the game. And Conroy with a huge pass to Wemenhoeven. Gets it back. Nails it.
1-2 finish in the key.
And that's the danger with Amy Conroy, isn't it?
Absolutely. With pace and height like that, if you get into the key, it's going to be a pretty simple finish from there.
We have Ganley now running point. Ball goes to Jude Hamer. And the Archers so far not finding their rhythm yet.
Just unlucky with the wing shot from there, but we have a man out now for UEL. Coming down with the numbers advantage. Finish from Vimmenhover in the key.
Vimmenhover does well to collect that ball and finishes, like you said. We have Katie Morrow now, looking at her options, trying to drive into the key, but really good defense from Beth Wheeler.
Solid chair contact, stopping Katie from getting anywhere near there, but puts away the shot from the outside.
Great bucket from Katie Morrow. Outstanding shot. Sophie Cargill now. And Amy Conroy once again goes into the key relatively with ease and scores 2 points for East London Phoenix.
Absolutely, a very dangerous player if you let her get that chair position on you early.
Katie Morrow trying to do the same, but really good defense from Vimmenhover.
Very nice little spin out move onto the wing there for Hamer to put that shot away. Just gave her that little bit of space she needed.
And it seems like the Archers are settling for mid-range shots at the moment and not trying to make their way into the key.
If it works, if you get those opportunities and you can put them away, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Makes sense. Another great shot from Vimmenhover. She's been on fire lately for East London Phoenix. Of course, a new addition to the squad, but settling right in. Jude Hamer almost made it into the key.
Morrow and Wright broke down the defense on the right-hand side, but couldn't quite get the ball there.
Conroy.
UEL with a fast break now. Quick finish by Vimmenhover in the key off the fast break.
All started by the steal from Amy Conroy. Rebecca Ganley now, looking at options. Ball goes to Jude Hamer, and Nikita Wright working really hard to get the pick and roll. Unlucky with that shot from Jude Hamer.
Absolutely, just struggling to get the chair position on the pick and roll. Another fast break. Finished by Conroy at the rim.
And it's not the first time we've seen that from East London Phoenix. They have the pace and they're not afraid to use it.
Absolutely. Just being switched on to get that break down the floor. If you can get one of your forwards under the key before the defense has a chance to recover, then it's a very difficult shot to catch up with.
The Archers have 10 seconds to create offense. Ball goes to Katie Morrow. Once again, bounces off the rim for Katie Morrow.
Wheeler with the ball coming down, surveying the options. Open run into the key. Unfortunately, Dunn put that one away.
Probably not the best idea leaving Beth Wheeler open, but they got really lucky with that one.
We know she can be a knockdown shooter.
Prolific three-point shooter. Great pass from Katie Morrow. Ella Archer does well to collect it.
Good recovery from the Archers there. Unfortunate on the long pass in tomorrow, but the Archers will have a couple of seconds here to get this shot away. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Morrow with the ball, puts it up. Unfortunate on that one.
And it seems like the defense of East London Phoenix is not really allowing Cardiff Met Archers to create any good opportunities and to settle into the game.
Absolutely not. The
suffocating defense ends with Katie Morrow on the floor.
The Phoenix have such tall players that Archers, even if they do get their forwards in the key, they're going to struggle to get that shot off. So settle in for that mismatch on the edge of the key or that outside wing shot is the option they've been taking so far. A nice little stop on the wing, pick and roll. Wheeler unlucky to not get that finish there.
Amazing defensive rebound by Jude Hamer. Does really well.
Long ball to Katie Morrow, straight into the key. Excellent drive and finish.
That's a lot better from Cardiff Met Archers.
Absolutely.
Nikita Wright trying to help out Katie Morrow.
As you said, I think suffocating is the right word for the chair positioning and control that UEL have had so far. A beautiful shot from...
Nothing but net for Vemmenhove so far. And why do you think they are blocking Katie Morrow from going back to defense, Dan?
So we call that man-out play, where essentially if you are able to stop one of the defensive players from getting back to their defensive line, with a little bit of coordination, you can break away from that and end up with a numbers advantage down the floor. 5-on-4 can open up the key and it can give somebody a wide open shot at the offensive end.
Commentator's curse right there, Vemmenhove with the miss, but Amy Conroy corrects it right away. Ganley now taking her time, trying to create opportunities for Cardiff Met.
Again, Ganley just getting a little bit stuck at the top of the key there without the easiest outlet straight away.
Katie Morrow, unlucky with that shot. And it seems like the Archers are trying to press now.
One of the best defenses to a man-out play is to switch onto a little hustle on the ball. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they called on the floor here. If a player is getting caught consistently, best thing you can do is stop the ball getting up the floor. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see a bit more of that coming in the coming minutes.
Cardiff Met Archers now running motion with Ganley on the wing and Katie Morrow running point.
You know, Ganley can be a deadly shooter from the wing as well.
Absolutely, very dangerous.
Unfortunate to not get that space there.
Vemmenhove now with the ball.
Just waiting to see what the call is there from the referee.
And we have a substitution, Libby Phillips coming in for Rebecca Ganley. Phillips is a first-year criminology student here at Cardiff Met. A very good mid-range shooter as well. She had 100% accuracy in the Division 1 National League game this past weekend.
Absolutely. Libby is another player that I have a lot of experience with on the Division 1 team for National League. Very, very happy with her performance last week. Absolutely made a big difference in getting us the win that day.
Scored 12 points to contribute to an amazing victory. And Amy Conroy somehow collects the ball and doesn't miss again.
Again, with such dominant forwards like you have on the UEL side, you've got to try and box out and make sure that they don't get those easy rebounds.
Coach Tom Elliott-Smith not quite happy with that, so he called for a timeout. And let's see if they have a different strategy when they come back.
Absolutely. We'll see if their approach changes or what changes are made.
Of course, the lineup of Cardiff Met Archers is a blend of experienced players and new players, so it would be interesting to see how their campaign plays out this year. The new additions, of course, include the veteran Jude Hamer, Chloe Morgan, and Emily Hatfield.
Absolutely. Again, Emily is another person that we train with at the National League training, so it's great to see her getting the experience out here competing at such a high level. Jude Hamer, a name known in the sport for a long, long time. Great to see her putting on an Archers jersey.
Jude Hamer, of course, won a bronze medal with the GB women at 5 European Championships, 2009, 2011, 2013, 2015, and 2017. A player who has a long list of accolades.
Absolutely. Quite the trophy cupboard.
Once again, the suffocating defense of East London Phoenix forces a foul this time, so the Archers could take advantage of that.
Definitely good control from Katie Morrow there to draw that foul in.
Libby Phillips now, running point. Great pass to Ella Archer, who
What a finish.
does not miss. Great shot from Ella Archer. One-handed as well.
Excellent finish at the rim. Again, Ella Archer there we saw denying the man-out play. Ooh. Drive from Van der Sprong at the end there, drawing the foul in on the finish. With the and one to come.
Julia van der Sprong found wheelchair basketball in 2016. She lost feeling in her left leg after a field hockey training session, and she had an inflammation that damaged nerves in her spinal cord.
Wow.
She also studied business administration. And that's very uncharacteristic from Julia van der Sprong, but once again, Amy Conroy is there to...
Another rebound for the Phoenix there.
Amy Conroy is such a cleanup player, so to speak,
Loose
for
ball.
East London Phoenix. Easy bucket for DB Steele after the loose ball, like you mentioned, Dan.
Now the Phoenix have put on a little bit of press. It seems like the Archers are...
The Archers did really well to break it there by passing the ball to Katie Morrow.
Absolutely getting the ball up the floor here.
Clock running down. Katie Morrow. Wild pass to Jude Hamer, which goes out of bounds. Van der Sprong goes into the key with relative ease and punishes the Archers.
Unfortunate little lapse in communication there where Libby Phillips had to close the gap at the top of the key, which just left the other elbow open for Van der Sprong to get her drive.
Slight miscommunication. Now Katie Morrow for three. Unlucky.
Unlucky on that shot.
We know Katie Morrow can score them, so once she gets going, it's really difficult to stop her.
Absolutely. Not a player that you want to leave open at the arc if she hits a couple.
And there's no denying Amy Conroy at the moment. At the end of the first quarter, it's East London Phoenix, 30 points, Cardiff Met Archers, 8 points. Amy Conroy, of course, lost her leg to osteosarcoma at a young age, and when she was trying to adapt to her disability, she found wheelchair basketball and enjoyed the speed and aggression of the game. Since then, she's been unstoppable. So,
absolutely, the pace and the chair contact is what brought me into just gotta love hitting a big chunk of metal into somebody else's big chunk of metal, you know?
Who doesn't? And the Archers now with a chance to reevaluate what they've done in the first quarter and come up with a new tactic to try and hold the momentum of East London Phoenix.
Absolutely. At the moment, we're seeing a lot of second-hand points from UEL, which obviously the Archers will be looking to stop here. Just focusing on boxing out those chairs, closing out the key, and making sure that we get those defensive rebounds. Don't let them have those second chances.
Amy Conroy's ability to collect offensive rebounds has been a massive part of the scoreline we see now. So.
Absolutely. UEL across the board are just a little bit taller than us Archers here. So we really have to make sure that our chair positioning is spot on before we let those balls go loose.
And we have Chloe Morgan now on the floor and Rebecca Ganley back in for Katie Morrow, who's taking a rest at the moment. Good defense from Cardiff Met Archers.
Absolutely.
And now Hamer moving the ball. Jude Hamer. Unlucky with that shot. And the speed of East London Phoenix just paying off for them completely.
Absolutely. You've got to make sure that if the shot's going up with the team playing against a team like UEL, you've got to make sure that somebody at the top is covering that fast break. We need somebody to play safety here.
Libby Phillips, back to Jude Hamer, and now to Rebecca Ganley. I'm really glad to see Ganley taking that shot.
Absolutely, that's a spot on the wing there.
Even though it didn't go in, it's really good for her confidence.
Absolutely. If we can get that ball in her hands uncontested,
game over.
It's a good shot to take.
Jude Hamer now working the two-man with Libby Phillips. Ganley looking at options. Hamer now with the ball. Unlucky.
Nice little interference with the ball on the way up there, just denied that fast break.
Now we have Beth Wheeler with the ball, trying to orchestrate play for East London Phoenix. DB Steele. Fortunately, she beat Rebecca Ganley one-on-one and went in for 2 points.
Absolutely. We're seeing UEL do a great job of soaking up the defense, taking 2 chairs to stop one, which is just leaving an open man somewhere to get a quick little drive down to the bucket.
Jude Hamer now struggling to convert shots.
Unfortunate with those post-ups just at the edge of the key there. Hopefully she can find her rhythm soon.
Beth Wheeler now. Good defense from Ganley. Wheeler is going to take that shot all day, but once again, offensive rebounds are crucial for East London Phoenix.
Against height like UEL have, I think we might. Ooh, Keita Wright's chair just getting caught in Hamer's there. There we go.
Quick solve from Jude Hamer, and now we have Ganley with the ball. Clock running low, and Ganley is going to launch it to Hamer.
Hamer not quite able to get it off in time there.
East London Phoenix just forcing Hamer to take difficult and rushed shots at the moment.
Hamer with a burst of speed to get back from that man-out play there.
Deceptively fast is Jude Hamer.
Good pushback to deny the man out, but unfortunately just beaten on the drive again.
Rebecca Ganley now taking her time, trying to find options. And somehow they've ended up with 2 guards on one side and Hamer and Libby Phillips on the same side.
Good recovery from Rebecca Ganley there to deny the fast break. Phillips contesting Van der Sprung.
Good defense from Phillips. And Wemenhoove was fouled on the shot.
I think Hamer had the right idea to get that foul in. It just maybe needed to be a little harder or a little earlier. But, unfortunate with the timing, gives the and one.
Xena Wemenhoove, of course, became world champion in 2018 and European champion in 2017 and 2019. She plays in the Dutch National League with her team, SC Divudu. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. She plays alongside Van der Sprung.
Absolutely. The Dutch ladies have been a dominant force internationally for quite a few years now.
Of course, Paralympic gold medalists. Good hustle from Chloe Morgan trying to get the ball, but it results in a foul for East London Phoenix.
Again, sometimes little fouls like that in transition just help you to break down the momentum of an attacking team. they're consistently beating you on a fast break down the floor, if you can get a little chair contact in and just slow it down, make them put in the inbound, give your team a chance to set up defense. It's what you got to do to get yourself back in rhythm.
As we reach the halfway point of the second quarter, Coach Tom Elliott-Smith calls for a timeout once again to try and maybe implement a new game plan for the Archers. East London Phoenix lead 41 to 8 points.
Just picking up snippets of what Tom Elliott-Smith is saying here with regards to trying to avoid that man-out play and beat UEL up the floor, stop getting picked back, and try and make it back to defense and then set yourselves up.
Very sound strategy from Coach Tom Elliott-Smith. Let's see how it plays out. We have Sophie Cargill inbounding the ball right now. Van der Sprong. Really good curl from Sophie. Results in a pick and roll, but misses a layup.
Very smooth pick and roll there. Good hustle from the Archers to deny the finish.
Great pass from Ganley, finds Hamer. Libby Phillips trying to pick. Hamer goes one-on-one with Van der Sprong. The ball just grazes the rim and bounces out. Steele with a
very nice
great
finish.
Shot. Yeah, great
very
finish.
nice fadeaway finish there.
Ganley now, running point once again.
You can see Keita Wright getting some instruction from Tom Elliott-Smith. Looks like she's going to be coming on the floor in the next minute or two.
And Hamer converts. That's going to do her confidence a great ton.
Absolutely. If she can find a shooting rhythm and start putting those away, she's not having too much trouble getting to the edge of the key, so if she can become a danger from there, we're looking at a change in the momentum of the game.
Conroy finds her way into the key and 2 easy points. Sophie Cargill gets the rebound. Great hustle from Jude Hamer. Great pass to Amy Conroy.
Absolutely, like we said, if we get those man-out plays on the Archers, they just have to tune and try and pressure the ball as much as possible, make it as difficult to get that advantage up the floor as they can.
So Morgan tried to keep Amy Conroy out of the defense. Chloe Morgan is another fast addition to this Cardiff Met Archers lineup.
Absolutely, excellent game sense and very switched on with picking for forwards.
Three seconds from Corinne Brown in the key. Three minutes to go until we head to halftime. Libby Phillips had space, but Van der Sprong does a great job of deflecting the ball. We have substitutions now. Nikita Wright and Katie Morrow checking in for Chloe Morgan and Rebecca Ganley. Phillips, pass to Jude Hamer. And Jude Hamer goes out of bounds.
I think she drew a foul there. Yeah, she just drew the foul, so it'll be an Archer's ball on the end line. Just a little bit of contact, backing in on a chair there. Excellent inbound to Katie Morrow. Unfortunate on that finish. Great recovery from Phillips to stop the fast break. Keita Wright stopping Amy Conroy there.
Amy Conroy weaves her way into the key and decides to pass the ball, but...
Excellent hustle and pressure there on the ball, denying the passing lanes, making it that much more difficult to get the ball to one of the wings, and led to a turnover. That's the sort of defense we want to see.
Really good shift in momentum for Cardiff Met Archers. And Conroy with the steal once again, and the pace of Amy Conroy is difficult to stop.
Very fast hands to get in the lane there and deny that ball to the wing.
Libby Phillips now looking for options. Finds Katie Morrow and just short.
Great hustle from Keita right there, chasing down the ball. Conroy just gets to that spot on the edge of the key and puts it away.
One minute and 30 seconds to go till halftime. Ooh, long shot from Jude Hamer. And Amy Conroy pushing the pace once again. The home side does really well to get back on defense. And a great shot from Julia van der Sprong.
Yeah, absolutely. As we said earlier, if they can try and keep UAL to the outside, obviously it takes away a bit of their dominance in the height department, but if they're going to put away shots like that, there are some difficult decisions to be made.
Sophie Cargill inbounding the ball to Amy Conroy. Van der Sprong to Dee Steele and just bounces off the rim. Clock ticking down. Katie Morrow.
Libby Phillips getting chair position there, sealing off the pick and roll.
Ooh. Agonizingly close for Jude Hamer. 16 seconds to go.
Again, another strong man-out play from UEL there.
Amy Conroy taking her time.
Good recovery from Archers.
5 seconds. Dee Steele. And as we go into halftime, East London Phoenix lead 51 to 10 points. What do you think the Archers need to do to try and overcome the pace and suffocating defense of East London Phoenix, Dan?
I think stopping Chairs in defense to try and deny those easy drives through the edge of the key. If they're able to hold the key line and just force them to take those shots from the outside, then it increases your rebound percentage. They're much less likely to get those offensive rebounds. And again, further away from the bucket, it's going to be a lower percentage shot than their forwards just putting it away around the charge circle. In terms of offense, just keep working those chairs, try and get those picking angles, and try and get those forwards to positions that they're comfortable, put those shots away, and hopefully get a good roll on the rim.
Absolutely. And what can we expect to see from East London Phoenix and Cardiff Met Archers in the second half, in your opinion?
UEL are finding a lot of success on that fast break and the man-out play. They're committing a lot of players to it. I wouldn't be surprised to see more of that in the second half. As I said earlier, if it ain't broke,
Don't fix it.
absolutely. With Archers, hopefully we'll see a little bit more chair and ball movement around the outside of the key and see if we can work those angles, draw them out into a jump, and see if we can utilize that to get some easier buckets.
Dan and I are going to take a quick break, and we will see you back in the second half of this game. Thank you. And we are back for the third and the fourth quarter. Dan, this is the first game. This is the first home game for Cardiff Met Archers. What do you think it means to them to play in front of their friends, their families? They don't have to travel, so
It's obviously a great advantage to have. I'm sure people know when you come off the back of a long trip, you're always feeling a bit down. You feel a little bit more tired than you would otherwise. Plus, getting used to the court that you're going to be playing half your games on for the season, it always gets you acclimatized. This first game really should get their eye in, get used to the buckets, get used to the floor, and prepare themselves for the rest of the home games coming this season.
And for East London Phoenix, fatigue might play a role since it's the third quarter coming up next. So would be interesting to see if they slow down maybe slightly in terms of their offensive output.
Absolutely. It's been a long journey today, and we have a ball coming into the commentary table, and we're good.
Sophie Carrigal saved our lives.
Absolutely. My life flashing before my eyes there.
It's not like you play or anything, but yeah.
No, I've never seen a basketball before in my life, Omar. Never once.
Coach Tom Elliott-Smith for Cardiff Met Archers, of course, plays in the Premier Division for the Reading Rockets. Another player who has a great amount of experience and things he has to teach this lineup.
100%. Tom is another ex-teammate of mine, up with the Coventry Crusaders when we were in the Premier League. We had a great season, reaching the Premier League final, though we came second that year. It was a great season of basketball to play with him. Very knowledgeable man. He taught me how to play as a guard with proper centres, and I'm sure he's imparting loads of knowledge over to the forwards as well. Definitely a wealth of knowledge to have on your bench.
What's he like on the court as a player?
Oh, phenomenal. His pace is great. His little chair movements to get entry to the key, beautiful. Won't see better.
And on the other hand, we have Coach Adi Orogbemi, who's a Paralympian with Team GB. So
absolutely. A figure in my childhood, watching on the telly, watching him compete at the Paras. Again, a big name in the sport, been around for a long time.
Absolutely amazing to see him give back to the game by coaching this great side.
100%. The pace and intensity that he's always brought, huge respect for.
Unmatched, yeah. And we have Rebecca Ganley now inbounding the ball to kick off the third quarter of this game. What can you tell us, Dan, about the way East London Phoenix are set up on defense now?
So, overloading on the one side here, we can see Ganley about to inbound the ball. We see Wheeler just preparing for that player to come in at the top of the key here. It's always good to try and force an offense into a direction that you want to defend as a defensive player.
Ganley now. Pass to Katie Morrow.
Good defensive extension out to Morrow on the wing. Just unlucky to not get that shot away.
Van der Sprong now with pace. Looking at her options. Van der Sprong moving the ball. Ball goes to Sophie Carrigal. Now to Beth Wheeler.
Blumenhover with a mismatch post up there. Not quite getting the ball in the hole.
And now the Archers trying to break away.
Excellent drive from Katie Morrow. Unfortunate to not get that ball there.
Katie Morrow now defended heavily by Blumenhover. And the great curl from Ella Archer.
Excellent work from both Archer and Morrow there. Just giving each other the little bit of space needed to get that shot away.
Ella Archer is absolutely awesome at setting curls and picks. Has a great vision for the game of basketball.
100%.
And once again, East London Phoenix getting called for 3 seconds in the key.
Absolutely. Always have to pay attention to where your wheels are.
And Katie Morrow.
Just on the line.
Katie Morrow keeping Blumenhover out.
Excellent drive and pivot move there. Just unlucky, can't get that one to full.
And it seems like the game has picked up pace compared to the first and the second quarter. End-to-end action resulting in 2 points for Hoover.
Absolutely, that halftime break can absolutely prove as a little refueling point to get you back and fired up, ready to go for the third.
Whatever they had as a snack, I would like to have some of that. Katie Morrow now. Pass to Ganley. Ooh. Just short for Ganley there.
Definitely. Ganley's a danger with the ball wherever she is. It's unfortunate not for that one to drop.
Van der Sprong now trying to slow the pace of the game down slightly. DB Seal. Now ball with Beth Wheeler. And really good defensive rebound by Jude Hamer.
Absolutely. As I said, if the Archers can keep forcing those outside shots, we'll expect to see that shooting percentage drop a little and give us some more opportunities to close in on that gap.
Keita Wright. Ooh.
Beautiful pick and roll there. Keita just trailed a little bit too closely.
It's always hard when you have a forward trailing you as a guard when you get a pick and roll.
Definitely. The dynamic finishes are so important with those finger rolls and reverses.
And a great basket for the Archers now. 14 points on the board for them. 53 points for East London Phoenix. Van der Sprong makes it, but I don't think she drew contact. She made contact.
Absolutely. Katie Morrow just getting into the right spot there to draw that offensive foul.
The experience
Basket didn't count.
Yeah, the experience of Katie Morrow coming into play. Basket does not count. Katie Morrow now with pace.
Getting down to that low post spot.
Great rebound by Keita Wright.
Excellent intensity from Keita. Unfortunate for that ball to go wide.
I don't think Jude Hamer was expecting it. DB Steele now to Beth Wheeler.
Hamer just a little too aggressive on the chair there. It is absolutely a tactic to try and bump that screen out of position to try and extend that defense, but unfortunately you can't just do it with the front of your chair like that. You've got to jostle a little, work that chair position.
Hamer is known for intensity on defense, so I'm not surprised to see that.
It's
Great rebound by Hamer. And the passing may be letting down the Archers slightly at the moment.
Again, another transition bucket there. UEL did nicely to space the floor, drag the defenders wide. Even Wimmenhover just that nice little lane to the bucket. Great drive from Katie Morrow on the mismatch there, gets the finish.
Katie Morrow sinks it on the baseline right there.
Absolutely. Working as a pair to get that mismatch on the edge of the key. If Archers can get one of their forwards just lined up with one of the UEL guards, they're looking at a much less contested shot.
East London Phoenix did really well to move the ball, but Beth Wheeler could not convert. And the turnover from the home side results in Beth Wheeler getting the ball, but Hamer does well to read the pass and gets the ball back.
Absolutely, another quick turnover there. Both sides have got to make sure that those passes are nice and tight and get into their destinations. Again, Morrow with a mismatch. Unlucky on the shot there.
Steele now, drive in. Sees Wheeler, but Wheeler misses the layup. Great pass from Katie Morrow to Jude Hamer.
Almost looking to pass to Keita there, but she just wasn't quite ready. Great recovery from Hamer to keep that ball, and a good foul.
Ganley was fouled while taking the shot.
Absolutely. Let's see if Ganley can sink these, put them away at the line.
Definitely not a player we want on the free throw line.
Very accurate shooter.
Rebecca Ganley holds a degree in psychology and currently doing her master's as well.
Ah, very interesting.
Unfortunate with the first free throw. Nails the second one.
Excellent adjustment. Nothing but net. An additional challenge that these ladies face when they're playing in these leagues is switching from National League over to WPL. Obviously, size of the ball changes.
Big difference.
100%. I've been to a couple of WPL training sessions, and just for the odd session or two, when you're playing with that smaller ball, it is quite the challenge. Not just with the shooting, but ball handling, passing, all of the judgment has to change.
Keeps you on your toes, definitely.
Absolutely.
And for a game like this, Dan, how important are free throws for Cardiff Met Archers?
In any game, free throws are essentially 3 points. You don't want to be missing out on them. If you get put to the line, it's always important to practice them and make sure that you are consistent and comfortable putting those balls away.
And a great steal from Katie Morrow there to halt the momentum of Sophie Carrigal. But East London Phoenix get the ball back. Sophie Carrigal, of course, the captain of Team GB.
Excellent kill from Carrigal there, getting Vimmenhover into position. The ball doesn't come. Steele with a shot from the wing. Ooh. Ganley bringing the ball up. Archers with a man out this time. They can spread the floor and utilise the spare man. Ball through to Morrow, contested heavily. Draws the foul.
Katie Morrow did really well there to stay composed and still take a great shot, even though it didn't go in, but it results in a trip to the free throw line.
Absolutely, always important. If you see that contact coming, to draw it onto your chair, make sure you get the ball up. Fantastic finish.
Amazing shot. Just makes the right noise, doesn't it?
Nothing in the world sounds better. Two for two.
Katie Morrow is a former record-breaking competitive swimmer, actually.
Really?
She took up wheelchair basketball in 2013 and made her GB debut in 2015.
Wow. Yeah, I remember seeing Katie at Rio, I believe, as well.
She was the youngest member of the squad in Rio, yeah.
Impressive. Very impressive.
Definitely born to be an athlete.
Absolutely. I played against Katie all through my junior career, up through the school games program. Again, very, very intimidating shooter to come up against.
Deceptively fast and agile as well. Now we have DB Steele, defended by Jude Hamer. Finds the space and sinks it.
Excellent finish from the wing there.
Might have been a slight miscommunication from the Archers because Hamer was doing a great job of defending DB Steele, but she sort of got dragged into the key and DB Steele had plenty of space to make that shot.
Absolutely. As we said, they've been getting UEL have been getting so many points off second chances and through the dominance of their forwards. You would look They'd look then to try and force them to the outside and make them take those shots. But if they're sinking them as well, like I said at half-time, there are tough choices to be made. Could be potentially uncontested shot from the wing that we've seen them put away, or maybe open up that lane for one of their forwards to get into position.
Certainly easier said than done. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. East London Phoenix lead 59 to 19 points.
Definitely a lower scoring quarter for UEL here. The Archers' defense is much more effective than we've seen so far.
The intensity on defense and offense has done a great deal of good for Cardiff Met Archers, and
Absolutely. We hope to see this continue.
we have Emily Hatfield on court now, giving Rebecca Ganley a much needed rest. Vemenhoover with a very timely steal. Finds Amy Conroy.
Excellent stop from Morgan there. Forcing the loose ball and the turnover.
Outstanding defense from Chloe Morgan right there.
Sometimes you just got to stop a chair at just the right angle, put them off balance.
Great rebound from Emily Hatfield. Finds Libby Phillips.
Brilliant little cut into the key. Morrow with another shot, puts it away.
And that's much better from Cardiff Met Archers.
If Morrow can find a shooting rhythm, that should open up the floor a little bit more for everybody else as well.
Vemenhoover.
Hard drive down to the baseline, edge of the key, uncontested, into Carrigill. Lovely finish.
Great finger roll by Sophie Cargill. I think the Archers can afford to have the guards scoring the points if they manage to stop the forwards.
Again, a game of decisions. Pick your poison.
But like you said earlier, the guards have a lower shooting percentage, so it would make sense to have them.
I mean, that height difference will always make it a little bit more difficult. If we have the guards cutting into key rather than the forwards, it gives us a bit more of an opportunity to try and swamp that shot, make it a little bit harder for them.
Absolutely. Great hustle from Phillips, but the ball finds Sophie Carrigill. And the defense of Cardiff Met Archers has been really impressive in this quarter.
Much tighter, stopping them from getting to where they want to be, and those shots just falling a little bit short for UEL now. Maybe it is that fatigue that you mentioned earlier. Gives Archers a bit of a chance to start and close that gap a bit.
26 seconds to go. East London Phoenix lead 63 to 21. Chloe Morgan, great defense.
And a low pass there by UEL, just allowing a guard to get a little hand in there. 3 points.
And Morrow for three, unlucky.
There's a man down for UEL, attacking 4-on-5.
5 seconds to go. Great defense from Cardiff Met Archers to bring the third quarter to an end.
Definitely Archers showing a much more impressive defensive effort in this quarter. We'll see if they can carry it out to the rest of the game and how much of a difference that will make to the scoreline.
But we have definitely seen a new focus and a burst of energy from the home side against this tough opposition.
Absolutely. The kind of progress that we want to see throughout a game.
What do you think each coach would be saying right now, Dan?
Again, with Archers, their defense has been good, so encouraging a lot more of the same. Offensively, we've seen Katie start to make a few more shots, so I wouldn't be surprised if we are looking to get the ball into her hands more often than not, and just everyone working to give her that space to get those open looks. Again, I think UEL will be trying to refine that rhythm, pushing the floor, keeping that intensity high, trying to exploit a bit more of the fast breaks as they were in the first half. And again, they would have seen Katie make a couple, looking to lock down that shooter now.
They have done a really good job of stopping Katie Morrow and picking her back in the first quarter, so they might try and do that again.
100%. That sort of play tends to get in players' heads as well. If you are constantly being picked back, you feel out of the game. You don't feel you're a part of your defense. So it's multi-beneficial approach for sure.
Trust me, I know it's my job to actually pick people back, and I hear a lot about it from them. So
it's always fun. It's the person getting the pick back.
As we get ready for the fourth and final quarter of this game, we have Beth Wheeler inbounding the ball. Beth Wheeler started playing in 2015, and she recently made her EuroLeague debut representing London Titans at the Euro Cup. She was the only female member of the squad at that tournament, and that's one of the reasons why.
Absolutely. Beth Wheeler's a lights-out shooter with a size 6 and a size 7 ball, playing in the Premier League. I know from my time playing against her, instant jump all the time. She gets the ball on the wing, it's going to go up, and chances are it's not going to be good for the defensive side.
Van der Sprong capitalizes on a rogue pass and punishes Cardiff Met Archers by scoring an easy layup.
Absolutely, just those hands in the lane, that pace up the floor. It's proving quite a problem for Archers at the moment. Great position for the pick and roll on the wing here. Ooh, Libby Phillips just unlucky on the wing.
Van der Sprong now. 3 seconds in the key for Beth Wheeler. I think it was more than 3 seconds personally, but
I must say I did not have my eyes on Beth Wheeler for that offense. I'm unsure of if. Ooh. Good foul to draw there by Katie Morrow on Carrigill.
Phillips now to Hatfield. Back to Phillips. Finds Katie Morrow. The lady with the hot hand at the moment. Pass to Emily Hatfield.
Unlucky finish from Hatfield there.
Highly contested shot.
Absolutely. Did well to get the ball back. Good little steal there from Katie Morrow.
Incredible defense from Katie Morrow. Katie Morrow's putting in the effort at both ends of the floor at the moment.
Yeah, 3 second call there on the Archers. It's a difficult call to make if somebody's chair is physically stuck in the key. If they're unable to get themselves out, then the call generally doesn't come. But referee deemed that Morgan could have made the effort there.
And it seems like the Archers are trying to press at the moment, but the speed of East London Phoenix is breaking the press with ease.
Excellent pick and roll. Oh. Again, Archers just struggling to get that finish inside the key with the height differential.
Nikita Wright almost had Amy Conroy tied up.
Excellent defensive effort from Keita Wright there to draw the 8 second call.
Phillips now, directing traffic. Great pick from Hatfield. Oh. Unlucky with that finish. Archers just need to keep their heads up and read the floor.
Absolutely. Wide. Hatfield was wide open in the key there from the pick and roll. Archers ball end line. Early jump there onto Katie Morrow. Pick and roll with Wright. Wide open. Can she get the shot off?
She was not facing the basket, so a really tough shot from Keita Wright there.
Absolutely. Again, we're getting the chair position now. Just really struggling with the height difference in the key.
Good rebounding from the home side. And Phillips just not finding her rhythm, but Katie Morrow cleans it up.
Absolutely. Got the luck of the bounce there. Nice offensive rebound and the putback. UEL with a man out again.
And once again,
excellent synergy there from UEL.
rebounds.
Cargill with the quick rebound. Back to Conroy, clean finish.
We're seeing glimpses of the first half. Phillips does well to get the ball, but a backcourt violation, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Timeout now to give the Archers some time to calm down, I suppose, and to...
Absolutely. I think some of the fatigue is setting in now. We're seeing a little bit of lax ball handling. We need to really protect that ball away from the quick hands of UEL. We've seen a few steals, a few interceptions, just those little swipes at the ball at the offensive end where if you lose control of it, that puts a real spanner in the works for your whole offense. So got to look to keep that ball on your protected side and make sure it gets to where it needs to be on the wing.
Definitely a fatigue-inducing game against such a strong side with 4 Paralympians in the squad. Sophie Cargill, Amy Conroy, Zena Vemenhova and Julia van der Sprong.
Absolutely. That sort of intensity is going to tire you out 100%. Archers have done a great job of rolling bench as well to try and keep those arms and shoulders fresh, but it's going to wear anybody out playing against this level of competition.
And we've seen moments of brilliance from their own Paralympians like Katie Morrow and Jude Hamer. So.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Van der Sprong now. Passes the ball to Beth Wheeler.
Wheeler on the wing, uncontested. Ball goes over to Conroy. Mismatch post up, clean finish again.
That's an easy bucket for Amy Conroy any day of the week.
Absolutely. Using the height like that over a guard, it's essentially an uncontested shot from a spot that she's very comfortable in.
5 minutes to go in the fourth and final quarter. And the passing of Cardiff Met Archers is just not finding the right person. Great defense from Katie Morrow to deny that offensive rebound.
Absolutely. Put it on the end line, make sure they have to reset. Gives you a chance to reset your defense and make them take another go.
And we have Vemenhova and Karen Brown back on court to give Julia van der Sprong and Beth Wheeler a rest.
Excellent kill from Brown there. Gives Vemenhova the position, but ball doesn't come. Over to Steele. Unlucky there. We've seen her quite proficient on the wing today, putting the ball away, but that one doesn't fall.
DB Steele has been very accurate today, so.
Hamer unlucky with the post up again there.
Had too much time to think about it, perhaps.
Difficult shot to get off with hands in your face.
Katie Morrow now with the ball. Great pick from Keita Wright.
Right on the floor. So the game just stopped here for a moment for Keita's safety. when a player comes out their chair at the end of the floor where the ball is and where there's motion happening, referees always give it a minute, get the player back in their chair, back and situated to make sure that they aren't at any risk.
Safety first. Keita Wright, of course, one of the youngest members in the WPL. Only 17 years old, but has great potential and great talent.
Absolutely. The speed that she brings to the game at such a young age, incredible. And her game sense is growing weekly. Seeing her get those positions, that hustle. A little bit of chair contact there to put Vimmenhover on the floor. But the pace is impressive.
Van der Sprong will inbound the ball for East London Phoenix as we see Vimmenhover back in her chair safely. Sometimes contact looks a lot worse than it actually is.
Absolutely. And sometimes it's the little things that hurt the most. Stubbing a thumb on your straps or on your tyre.
Or getting a splinter.
Absolutely. You can go flying out your chair and be completely fine, but little bit of wood completely debilitates you.
Great pass from Jude Hamer.
Beautiful inbound pass. Oh, lovely entry ball there. Just unfortunate for Morrow to not put that away. Again, the man out has been turned on so quickly by UEL. Morrow has nowhere to go. Wheeler trying to keep that chair position there. And now they have the 5-on-4 offense.
Wheeler is free, but doesn't get the pass.
Perhaps the ball was held a little bit long there.
Wheeler now.
Again, putting the ball away from the wing.
Excellent mid-range shot from Beth Wheeler. Libby Phillips now.
Strong highline defense from UEL there. Oh, another loose pass, just gets a hand to it. Good recovery though from the Archers. Hamer on the baseline. Unlucky to not put that one away again.
And the ball bounced everywhere apart from the net.
Great stop from Phillips.
Good defense
Excellent.
from Cardiff Met Archers.
Lovely pressure from Keita right there. The extension is good.
Great defense forcing an outside shot.
Absolutely. If Archers can consistently push out the shooters to that sort of range, the further out they go, the more that percentage is going to drop. Another little shot from the edge of the key that Hamer just can't put away at the moment. Fast break finish from Vimmenhover.
Great layup from Vimmenhover with 2 minutes to go as East London Phoenix leads 77-23. Jude Hamer now.
Hamer on the wing, pick and roll on its way. The shot goes up early when Keita was completely free.
How important do you think is communication, Dan, when the process of the pick and roll is happening?
Very, very, very important. You've got to know what your partner wants out of it, if they're comfortable taking whatever shot they may be given, and where that ball needs to go. Absolutely, you need to talk to each other the whole time. Hold the ball, pass the ball, shoot the ball. Make sure that everybody's on the same page.
Very difficult though at the end stages of a highly competitive game like this one.
Definitely, I always find when I'm tired at the end of the game, communication's the first thing to go. You just focus on breathing and getting oxygen into your lungs. But
focus on staying alive.
Absolutely, it's so important to keep that commentary going between yourselves as players.
Makes a big difference.
Communicate what you see, what you're doing, and it helps give all of your teammates a better idea of where to be themselves. Always try to be a chatterbox on court.
And this is probably the last time out of this game, as we have 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. East London Phoenix have certainly been very impressive today.
Absolutely, their finishing has been very strong, both inside and outside the key. Some tough decisions have had to be made defensively by Archers. Unfortunately, we just haven't been able to stop the buckets at the moment.
Great pass from Keita Wright, but Katie Morrow probably just lost contact with the ball, I suppose.
A little bit over her head, difficult one to reel in. Again, the UEL man-out play here, very strong. Hamer and Morrow. Quick ball movement through to Vimmenhover. Again, easy finish at the rim.
And for a team like East London Phoenix, when you have players who can score points from every angle, like Vimmenhover, Julia van der Sprong, and Amy Conroy, and of course Beth Wheeler, who do you focus on? It's really hard to pick your poison, like you mentioned earlier. That's why you're seeing a big scoreline.
Absolutely. Morrow on the wing. Drives it through to Archer. Back to Morrow. Oh, an excellent little bit of chair and ball movement and a loose ball, which will lead to another fast break. Keita with an excellent push to get back. And the layup is denied. Third time lucky.
Third time is a charm.
Those offensive rebounds just killing Archers. But again, great defensive effort by Keita Wright to get back and contest those shots. Just unfortunately not the numbers or the height to stop the second and third chances. Great drive from Morrow there. Foul on the shot with 2 to come.
Katie Morrow has been absolutely on fire today.
Just creating opportunities a lot of the time where it's quite hard to. So absolutely massive props for that.
She's done a great job of keeping Cardiff Met Archers in the game.
Again, lovely, lovely sound.
Once again, Katie Morrow does not miss from the free throw line. Or anywhere.
Don't curse it.
That's
Omar.
That's definitely on me.
Come on now.
I apologize publicly.
Had to say it, man. Had to say it.
Commentators curse at its finest.
Beautiful hands from Katie Morrow there. Steele with a finish. Just cutting across the key there.
5 seconds to go. And I think the Archers will just dribble it out to close out this game. At the end of the fourth quarter, it is East London Phoenix 85 points, Cardiff Met Archers 24 points. And I think defensively, this is a much better result for Cardiff Met Archers. Maybe not offensively, because they did score 34 points in the first game against East London Phoenix, but defensively, they have definitely managed to keep East London Phoenix from scoring every point.
Absolutely. In the second half, we saw much tighter defense, much more aggressive chair movement from the Archers to get those shots more contested and pushed further out from the key. So improvement across the game, absolutely, and an improved defensive effort from their last time out against this UEL side.
What are your thoughts on the game overall, Dan?
A tough run out for the Archers against a very experienced UEL side. Again, they just brought intensity and a really high shooting percentage, both from inside and outside the key. Very tough decisions to be made defensively, and Again, UEL kept it tight on the defensive end, stopping Archers forwards from getting to their spots and taking those shots without multiple hands contesting it each time. So, again, tough rollouts for both teams here today.
Indeed, congratulations to East London Phoenix for taking another decisive win. And for Cardiff Met Archers, it is back to the drawing board ahead of their clash against the reigning champions, Loughborough Lightning, on the 15th of March at 5:15 p.m. here at King Coit campus. I have been Omar Hagoma, he's been Dan May. It's been a pleasure to join you. Thank you to everyone who tuned in on the British Wheelchair Basketball YouTube channel and to everyone who came to watch this game live. Thank you.